All right, what is up, everyone, and welcome to the This Is Dre Show. Oh yes, don't I love saying that? Oh, that feels great. It almost seems like like I do this every day. So if you watch me, you know the drill. This is Dre, and we're gonna talk stocks today. We generally talk about, what I trade because it's about me. This is Dre. I just show you what I do. I can't tell you what to do. I'm a nobody. I don't know anything. I drive trucks. I drive trucks for a living, and I trade stocks on the side. So that's why I can't tell you much. And it's weird to go live because it feels like I have no idea what I'm gonna say. So we just talk about things that's going on in my head, and we talk about stocks. So what is up, everyone? Double D, man. I'm glad you are here. So you got here. You got here quick, man. This is about the time. I got to start making it, like a schedule. And it's somewhere between 11 and 11:30. You said, your patience paying off on Tesla. Yes, that's my trade, but it's not. I don't have any money on it, but I got to my computer a little late, and we could start with Tesla. I was going to start with the SPY because I saw it today. I saw the pop. Where we at? Let's get to the, look at that. And I was like, oh man, I should have got in because I know it wasn't going to go straight down. Look at that. It popped down in the beginning of the day, and right there about 9:32 straight up. And I had a feeling that that's what's going to happen. I mean, this thing is going to test that resistance. I don't think it's going to honestly hit that lower. I think everybody is so negative. Everybody's on the wrong end of the seesaw. And I really think this is a fake out. It's just me. I think it's gonna do like that Starbucks thing. See, it broke. Let's just see what happens. I want to see the monthly. This is what I talked about in that video. And see, it's not breaking. 2 more days. We got today and tomorrow. And I mean, it could eventually still break because maybe May will break it, but it's not broken until it closes below there. And I think the monthly is the strong. Look at these monthly. What is this? This is March. When is this last year? March 18, April 18th. I mean, it's right there. This is September 18 and October 18th right there. And it almost seems like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Every 6 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So about every 6 months it wants to test. And, next month, according to this pattern, next month might be about the same. We might have kind of hanging out here on the support, and then it might take off. But since it broke, the rebound, the ricochet could be strong. It could just take us right back up into the pattern. That's my guess. I missed it. I missed this trade. I knew it wasn't going to go straight down, but what I was looking for is more the longer term trade. So when this thing kind of doesn't confirm, and then I think I might put a trade on that it's going to continue to go up, because all of those shorts, they're getting out. They're going to be like, oh man, it didn't break. And I have a feeling it's just going to kind of go right up into what is going on? Right up into the pattern. Shoot, my phone. There it goes. Yeah, I have a feeling. Sorry. I have a feeling it's going to go right up into the range, and then once it's in the range, I don't know what it's going to do. If you look at if you remember one of my other videos, let's get up the square. I mean, you have this range right here. I might have drew it a little high, and then you have this higher range right here, and then I'm just seeing. I'm running out of room, a higher range up there. But just, you see what I'm saying? You see those stair steps? I'm still seeing that. I'm still liking that as the overall pattern. And then, over here, I don't know if this counts because, right? Look at that. And if it goes back into this lower range back here, I won't be liking the stock at all. I want to see these stairs, these boom, 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 and just go up higher into that 400 range. But if you look at these range boxes, these are 2.5 years. That's 2.5 years right there. This is 2.5 years just about right here. So that's why I don't think that it's going to take it's going to take a long time to resolve it, to get up into that 450. So, but they got to start making some news, man. It's been very negative, and then a lot of times in stocks, the more negative, that's when it goes up, right? Because everybody's a little late to the train. So I wanted to talk about SPY, because we're still looking at that top. I did put on what did I trade today? By the way, there's gonna be 2 videos today. So after this video, maybe an hour, I'm working on it. I'm gonna do my P&L. So I'm showing you everything, right? You won't see my balances, but you'll see my P&L, what I made for the year, and maybe you could estimate, what I got up in there. So what was I looking at? No, not the hour, the day. Yeah, so we still right there. Remember, I kept saying in my prior videos that I just think this is gonna, I don't know, Google comes out tonight. I think Apple is tomorrow. I'm not sure about that. And I think that'll be the end of FANG. And then I think the market might just say, whew. I mean, if you look at Amazon, I got to go back to that SPY. If you look at Amazon on a 5-minute, come on now. See, it's kind of just like, and the way Amazon trades is it moves up, then it goes sideways. It moves up. I mean, so when it ain't running, it's just kind of hanging out there. So up, sideways, up, sideways, up. And I have a feeling that we're going to get another couple of days of sideways. And I was working on putting on another calendar trade. Matter of fact, did I do it? I can't remember if I did it or not. I might have an order in. I can't remember. I think I have an order in. I'm not sure. And yeah, that's what I want to put on and just kind of sell all of that premium. All of this front month premium over here. We're looking at the calls and the puts. I'm scrolling to the at the money. So basically you buy, damn. This is a big stock. See, I got a position. I already got a calendar on right here on this 1947 and 50 cents. I sold this. Look at that, 1935. And if it just wants to hang around and do nothing, give me the $1,900, right? Anyway, so I have, you can see all these positions. Go out and sell or buy a May 18th or, say this May 24th, and I don't know, what do I got? I don't know what, 1930. So that's what I'll do. So this May 24 May, I don't know the exact position, where I buy a 1930 and then I sell that front week, option right at the money. Maybe it depending on if I'm bullish or bearish. So I'm still kind of bullish. I might sell a couple strikes ahead out of the money. If I'm bearish, where I think it's kind of go down a little bit, I'll sell it in the money. But it gives you a nice graph. I could kind of show you, something like this. Is this what I got going on? Let me look at, because I got a bunch of stuff going on. This is my spread, my put spread. Yeah, so it gives you a curve like that. So you could see my break even is about 1914. And this is going to expire this Friday, that front month. And then over here on the upside, my break even is 1994. So go ahead, Amazon. You just mess around in this area and kind of just don't do nothing. If it will close here on Friday, just right about here, I'm up $2,954 for the stock doing nothing. Nothing. Right? If it goes up to 1970, I made $1,275. If it goes up to 1986, I made $373. And this is if I hold on to trade. So only way I feel I get blown out of this position, if we wake up tomorrow and this thing is down 50 points, but if it's kind of just going up 10 a day, 10, 15, 20, or down, I'm going to be making money. And once I don't know, I don't really have a stop. If I make a couple $100, I might get out. It just depends on how I feel. Life Like I'm glad I didn't call. Yeah. Life Like Check that YouTube out. That is me and my girlfriend, Deborah, the introvert, and we do a channel over there. I got all kinds of channels over on this YouTube, but she's the moderator on here. You can see she's got the hammer. Cashmatic, what's up? What's up, Cashmatic? What do you think about Apple earnings? I think Apple And I had some trades on, and I got out of it because of earnings. Let's bring it back. It's slow today. Yeah. Is this my charts? Let's bring up. Actually, I like the 1 hour because it's down. It's not. I don't like when a stock is pegging at its high going into earnings, but it's kind of doing that. Actually, it looks pretty good here. You see the trend line that I got drawn, and it's right there at the bottom of that. Hitting that trend line for the most part. It just may pop on that earnings. I like it when it's low and not high. If it was like, let's say over here, March 22nd, and earnings came out, I wouldn't like that. So I don't know. This is interesting. All the other fangs popped. Why not? Why not Apple? But Apple. See, I can't say how they make money and all that. I'm trying to get the fundamentals out of my head. Because I'm an Apple hater, boy. I hate Apple products. I just bought my daughter some AirPods, and let me tell you something. Those things were $159, and you see people walking around with those little white sticks, and I'm like, oh man. I mean, she really wanted. She just thought, it really made her feel good. It's more of a fashion statement. Look at me. I'm like, is this the new thing? Is the market not count? Because $159 is a lot, and if everybody's trying to get $159 stuff, that's good, because the dummies, what do they call the fakes? They're like $20. This Apple stuff is overrated. It's overrated. So, I don't know. I think it goes up or do nothing. I don't think it drops big. I think it kind of just stands there. All the rest of the fangs did well. Why not this one? If you notice, in my opinion, except for Netflix, different story. They don't have any moat. Everybody's getting into the business like Disney and all that stuff. So, but the other companies, if you notice, they, for the most part, they all trade. They either all go up on earnings or all go down, right? So I think Apple goes up. I think Google goes up. But the one thing about Google, see, this is, all right, I take that back. You see how Google is right here on the high, and that's exactly what I don't like. I don't like that. Let me get rid of this drawing. Can I draw better? Remove clear drawing sets. Yes. Let's get a trend line going. Boom. I got a nice yellow line. Draw that. It's right there. So it better be good. When it's right there, it better be good. Otherwise, it's dropping down. Look at all of that range it has that it could come down to. Somewhere, maybe here. And I tell you what, I've been in Google for the last year or something, and every earnings report for the last at least 4 to 5, it's dropped almost 100 points. So over like the next 2 days. So look at that. Is it gonna bust? Or it's kind of hard to tell here, but in the past it's been dropping. Now they into that Waymo, that driverless cars, and people's really feeling them in the market, and they just been disappointed. Not that their earnings are disappointed, it's just not that oomph. They just been doing what they do. And we'll see. I don't like it. I'm waiting for it to bust out of this range. I like it that it's at the top, but then I don't like it because it's at the top. Because I think once it busts through, and for example, just like Disney, which is like insane. Let's go up for this is a perfect example. Oh man, look at that bar. This is Disney, unbelievable. So it was struggling through all of that. Remember my shelf? Put a cup and a plate on it. But once it once it got over that high from August 2015, it just went insane. It's insane. I mean, it's 142. Just last week, this thing was 106. Oh, not last week, last month. Let me see something. Let me pull up the weekly. Yeah, where we was like 106 on March 25th. It's a month, okay, a month ago. And this thing is up 31% on a stock like Disney, this huge market cap stock. I mean, it's trading like a penny stock. So it looks like it's trying to struggle here. This might be a good time to, it hit the movie. The movie came out. It might be a good time to just take off to maybe, sell some call spreads above that. What was I getting at? Disney. Oh, so we was talking about Apple. No, we was talking about Google. So basically, we're looking at a double top here, right? Generally, it goes down on the double top, but I mean, look at the moving average crossovers. Look how they crossing over these. What I got a 20, I got the 9 and a 50, and it looks like it. If it busts through, all aboard Google. Let's put it that way. You just have to wait. If it busts through, all aboard, because I have a feeling it's going to do just what a Disney did. This is the best value of the FANG stocks. The best value. And they're growing like 25% a year, and this thing gets no premium. Look, the PE is 29. 29. That's not bad for stock that's growing at 24%. Oh, man. All right. Yeah. So, Life Like I, Cashmatic. Yeah, that's what's up, Cashmatic. That's how I feel about Apple. Last earnings, I think I had some kind of position. Oh, yeah. Remember it was trading at, check it out. Remember it was trading at 230, I think it was. And it was going into earnings. Let me bring it back up. I totally remembered it because I barely got out to break even. Yeah, 233 right here. And I sold I still remember the 207.50s. Let me get them in here. I sold the 207.50s to the 202s or something like that. So I was way down here. That's too low. But I was way down there with a call spread. And do you know that thing just went straight down? Let's do a day chart. It might even be better. Yeah, so I was way down here. And that thing just dropped, and I was like, oh, I got out, breaking even, maybe made a little bit, and I had a lot on. I didn't think it would drop like that, and sure enough, it did. So, matter of fact, that was the beginning of that downturn. We see when Apple lost it. When was the top there? October 2nd. That's when the whole market lost it. That was right about then, October 2nd. Let's pull up the SPY. This is it right there, October 2nd. See, right there. Apple started that. So, look, the SPY is at the top. Google's at the top. Google and Apple's that's why I think once they report, and I did a video on it, I think this thing rests. I think the bull forward is over, not necessarily the bull market, but just this whole surge, because that's it. There's nothing else to lean your hats on except for that China trade deal. So what did I did today? I showed you that Amazon position, and then I still like the rut. Look at that. This is the best thing going. And I've been talking about this ever since I started talking about stocks for the most part. You've seen the other charts hitting tops, right? I showed you SPY, I showed you everything. And here we go. Look at the rut just breaking out. It's got a nice consolidation base. You see a volatility squeeze on the Bollinger Bands right there, right? And then I just see it expanding. Watch what happens when I pull out the weekly. Look how it almost reminds me of Facebook. Remember, I was all over that Facebook trade. Look at how it just boom, it just peaked over, right? This is the new week. So I sold a bunch under here, under that support, somewhere down here, the 250s, 255, the 1555s, the 1550s. Yeah, so I'm somewhere down here selling put spreads. And hopefully it stays above that and rallies. But here's the thing. If the rut rallies, how could the SPY not rally? So the small caps, it's weird. If the small caps start to rally, the SPY's got to rally. So maybe we do go a little bit higher. One more thing. Let me look at the SPY real quick. I want to pull out a longer chart. How can I do that? Weekly? If we go here, yeah. right there. Let me get rid of this line. I'm going to get rid of this line because we know what's happening right there, right? All right, so I just drew a trend line. Let's look at that close. I just drew a trend line basically from this top, hitting this top. So you see right there? That right here just may be the high because we already see it challenging. Oh, man. Right here, right? We already see it challenging the, let me go to the daily so it looks a little better. Dang, my chart's all jacked up. My charts are all jacked up. Time, get like 50 over here. All right, so up in there, it just might test that because we already know it's breaking that double top, and you know, and so basically the rut starts to perform. Maybe Apple, Google, blah blah. It kind of rallies up. It's at 294, maybe it goes up to 299, and then that's it. Something has gotta happen right there. It's gotta. So if it rallies, I'll probably be selling. And I was talking to Double D. He was in the comments, and I was telling him how I always get blown out on selling calls. And I don't know what it is, so I just don't. But if you look back, I mean, how could you not get blown out? If you were selling calls in this, and I was selling it here, all of these resistances, every time it hit resistance, I was selling calls, and it just blew through, you know. So I think this is it, though. This is it. This is the one where it's going to slow down. I'm not going to say it's going to drop, but just slow down, you know, whatever it's going to do. And it's just slightly also just above this trend line. Why didn't that turn yellow? Oh, I know why, because I'm still on the thing. So it's still just above that trend line right there. So somewhere in this gap here, yeah, somewhere in there, I think we go up, and maybe down. So that's my little guess of what's going on with that. Yeah, that's it, man. Thanks for everybody for watching. I appreciate, like I said, Double D getting up in here right away. Oh, yeah, I'm a truck driver. How did you discover me as a truck driver? Because, yeah, this channel, I was doing photography. I was doing, then I turned to trucking. And I'm like, you know what? I love stocks. And, you know, I always wanted to do this. Matter of fact, my old channel, I have a bunch of videos that's 12 years, not a bunch, about 5 or 6 ago. And I was doing it, and I just didn't continue. I think I was scared. You know, it was my first YouTube videos, but now I got like over, I don't know, 500, 400, 500 videos. So I'm not scared anymore. I'm just on here just doing what I do. This is what I do. You know, it's hard to talk about. It's easy to talk about when you're winning money, but I want to talk about when I'm losing, and hopefully, you know, I could get it, you know, and just calm down, you know, and for it to help my trading. You know, being on YouTube helped my photography. Being on YouTube helped me as a trucker, as far as being an owner operator, independent contractor. So possibly the same thing when you talk about stocks. It does. I don't know everything about stocks. I just trade. I'm just looking what I see and try to trade it. You know, I can't talk a lot about fundamentals. I'm not good at reading a balance sheet, which I used to be, but I forgot. Because once I was like, there was a time I'm like, well, I guess while I talk all this BS, let me change the chart. Yeah, that looks good. So once I realized that you could buy stuff on fundamentals, but the fundamentals just don't be working like that, man, or they work slow. I think to trade on fundamentals is good for like when you're just buying stocks and putting them away. I have an M1 Finance account, and I'm just and that's where more of my fundamental stuff goes on, where, you know, I like Disney. I'm constantly pushing money into Disney. I'm constantly pushing money into Apple. I talked about it, I think, a few videos back about all the stocks that basically I created my own SPY, and I just, boom, put money in it, and it puts it through all the stocks, and I just keep doing the same thing, and it works. It's working for me. So, yeah, that's it. I don't think I did the rut. I'm mad I missed that Tesla pop this morning. I did the rut that's my trades and Amazon, the Amazon calendar. I'm really liking it. All right, I'm really liking it. I wish it was a little faster, but it's not. Just look at that pattern: up, over, up, over, up. This should be over. I mean, it's really that simple. I'm gonna do a video of me and my girl, and she doesn't know nothing about stocks, but I'm gonna show you how to think. It's coming up. We was gonna do it this weekend, but we just didn't have time. I don't want to put too much out there because it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a good video. But yeah, up, over, up, over, up, over, over. Let's play this trend until it doesn't play no more, right? And you can almost time these. Look at how it's almost the same length. So if we take, I don't know how to, could I copy that and move it? Duplicate drawing, and then yeah, move this over. Oh, it's not letting me move it. Oh shoot. Anyway, boom, right about there, right? So there it is. In this, right around in this area, it should make that pop again. Just and why? How do I know that? I don't really know that, but that's what it's been doing. So let's play that. And that's what I do. That's what I do. You know, look at this, the slow stochastic. It's coming down right now. I mean, this is a great setup for that trade, the diagonal, or just selling. Oh, I think I did sell a call spread above this. I think I sold the 195, 2000, something like that. On maybe this, I have like another account, you know. So anyway, that's the trade. So I like this as actually just to sell calls against it, you know, because I just think it's gonna sit there and do nothing for a week. You know, it might take a sharp, you know, I don't know. Amazon is a great stock. They killed it on the earnings. I don't see this thing just, everybody wants to be in this. Everybody missed it. They missed this. And they want to get in. Look at all that volume on the sell and look at the buy. It's just, you know, people want to get in. And look at this big body can't. This is great right there. And look at all that volume. That just shows you it wants to power higher. And so right now, this is taking a breather in my opinion. And, you know, I think it's going to go ahead and do its thing. Double D, what was that, a debit spread you had on what? Was it the Amazon? I didn't show you that, but I put it on, I think it was on my Tasty account. 190 is, it was one. Basically, what I showed you in this one is this, the calendar. I like this. We're looking at the purple line is today's equity curve, or whatever you want to call it, right? So that's where I'm at. That's where I start trading, what, 1941. I'm up $16. You know, if we push it out tomorrow, right, 30, and if it stays right here, now I'm up $279. Because if you look at the data, this trade is making $264 a day. That's right here, right there, $264 a day. Let me bring it back till today, because this goes up as it goes on, right? So it's making $221 a day. I'm thinking the break evens is 1915 to, I don't think it's no way going to get this high by the end of the week. This is by the end of the week. So 1990. If we look at the chart, let's bring up the hourly, it'd probably be good. You can see it's you know, is it going to go up to look, 1990 is clear off the screen. And I guess it could go down here to 1910, but you got to be careful. But by the time it does that, I should have some money from it already, just from the time decay. And that's why I said the only way this is going to burn me if it opens down 50 points. Kind of like, see this candle over here? If it does one of those, this trade will burn you, you know? So that's what I'm just hoping for, little tiny bars, and give me a couple of days of that $233 theta, and we'll be good. So if it kind of hangs out here, 1940-ish, you know, by Friday, look over here, I think you can see it, May 4th, 2,480. 2,480, just hang out here. That's a lot of money, right? It's risky. I mean, Let me see how much I got risk on it. Yeah, I'm risking like 25. It's almost like a 1 to 1. Oh, on the downside, I'm losing like 6,000. I don't think it was that much. Anyway, let's hopefully that doesn't happen. But let's say 2,800, right? Oh, my phone is dying. Let's say it's 2,800. Well, shoot, a couple days, just do like 2 days. Make like tomorrow, let's sell it and get that $200. Especially if it goes up, because it has a positive delta right here. I don't think my face is covering that. It's $16, 16. So for every dollar this Amazon goes up, I will make approximately $16. So we do want it to go up because look, I'll simulate the days, and that's right here by pushing these dates. Here's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, right? Here's Wednesday. You can see how the curve. Here's Thursday, and here's Friday, and then of course Saturday is filled in. It's done. So you can see to the right of that mountain, it's that's where we kind of want to be early in the trade. So we do want it to go up a good 20 or so. Let's let it go up a good, I've got 15. Let's hopefully it can go up 15, and let's hopefully it don't go down 15. But if it does, and it's Friday, $1,200, so this is the trade. I like these trades, and I like the call, the put spread, selling some calls, above this. I'm not a fan of the calls because I get blown out. It's just what it doesn't work for me at times, but it does work. It does make sense. Look at that. Why wouldn't you? It's struggling. It's just doing what it does every time. Even when it comes off that upper Bollinger Band, look how long it stays off of it. And then the volatility comes back in, So I like that. I like that a lot. I don't know if Google, if Google and Apple pop, does Amazon pop? I don't know. You had crude oil out of Texas. You haul crude. Oh, okay, you in the oil fields. Now, oil is going up. I suck at oil stocks, by the way, because I don't know if they necessarily trade on like stock charts, because one of the OPEC dudes say something different and then it's down, or so I kind of stay away from it. I got burnt on oil Burton. I said oil Burton because I'm thinking Halliburton. The stock that I used to trade when I was doing oil is like, look at that. See, oil. Let me see, oil. What's oil? OIH? Is that the that's the ETF for the diggers or whatever, like, right? The like Halliburton and Schlumberger, right? So I think that's the OIH, right? And then the USO is the actual commodity. Why? I'm looking at this. Why is gas going up? See, I get confused with oil. Well, I guess. All right, so just this week, it looks like it's taking a little tank in there. But you see how good this trend line looks? And then boom, see how it's just coming off of that? And this is why I suck at oil. But I'll tell you what, by looking at it, if we want to, it's time to get out. Look at that. It broke trend. Just do it from here. Well, if you do it from there, maybe you got a little ways to go. But look at that volume on that down bar. I mean, this could be it. Could be over. The oil trade could be over. Yeah, so Halliburton. And Chevron, I used to CVX. Chevron. See, I still remember. Yeah, look at them all coming down. I like Chevron. I like trading Chevron. Looks like it's coming into like some support. Maybe right about here. Alexa, stop. Just coming on, listening to me. Me and my girlfriend got a funny experience with Alexa. She, we was doing our thing, right? And then out of nowhere, she goes, "Thanks." And it happened to be something that she said. That's something that Deborah said. So Deborah had said something, it's like sex talk. And then Alexa goes, thanks. And we both like, she just ruined the mood. I'll tell you that. We have to do a story on that on Life Like I looked up your channel. You're the only down to earth guy I found on here. Is that with stocks or trucking? Did you check out the trucking videos? And I am now a bull put dealer. All right. Yeah. Thanks for that, because that's what I like to do. I see how everybody, it's just me, so I'm not trying to be something I'm not. But I think everybody is trying to be something that they're not. So I'm just being me. So when I was with photography, I was like, there's a lot of BS, and I started doing photography, telling, no, you don't need to buy that lens. You don't need to buy this old fancy tripod. You don't need, and I was telling people how they can take beautiful pictures and you don't need that stuff. I mean, look at this picture right here. Oh, getting down like this picture. Let's see if y'all can see that. And, I took this, real quick. You don't need fancy gear, fancy equipment. I'm not sure if you can see that yet. And, just go ahead and I was telling just, everybody else was phony. You need this, you need that, you need this. And I got tired of it. And so trucking too, Schneider's the greatest, and I seen the load board and this and that. Oh, I'm looking at the picture now. It's a little delayed reaction. I didn't show it well. Here's the city. Yeah, I'll go like this. Right? Yeah, and everybody's saying, "Oh, you make all this money." I told the real deal. I got out of the lease and I told you exactly what I paid for, all the finance, just exactly what's going on, because there's a lot of BS with, drivers out there, and drivers are getting into it, and then it's not the real deal because they're just trying to make a great YouTube channel. And I just go, look, this is the way it is. And I think that's how I actually miss it, but I was totally honest, totally didn't go follow the hype, follow the current trend. Just say how it is, freight sucks, this is that, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yeah, but thanks for that. So same thing with stocks. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I can't guarantee that in the future, maybe if I'm good, I could do something with trading or a chat room or something like that. But that's not my goal. I'm not even thinking about that, but I just can't take it out. Who knows where things will lead you. I mean, I suck if I blow out my account. Nobody's going to buy nothing. I almost said the S word. Anyway, and I blew out a couple of accounts. I think if you trade, we probably all blew out a couple of accounts. I blew out some accounts, boy. Maybe that's another video in itself. And you know what? It's education. It's a learning experience. And it's education. So like it's like the school of hard knocks, and that's what it costs you to actually, so you don't do it again, and so you learn. So also it takes money to make money, risk reward, blah, 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 all that stuff. And, how much you should have on the line. Some people say 1% of your total in the trade, 1%, 2%, no more than 5%, you hit 10%. I used to follow the rules like that, but I don't know. I just found myself, you got to do what works for you. That's why I feel. Play around with a lot of stuff. Just do everything you can, and whatever works, say, hey, this is working, this is not. Stick with what's working. And like I was telling Double D with the call spreads, I just blow out of them. I mean, they always getting tested. So you know what? I stopped trading them. It's that simple. And of course, my put spreads get tested time to time. And remember, with calls and puts, especially in up market, the put side is skewed, right? It's skewed. So basically meaning you can get further out of the money on the put side than you can in the call side, because Stocks go up slowly and they crash down, right? So you can get further out of the money and get better premium, or than on the call side, because stocks don't crash up. But lately, since December 26th, stocks been crashing up. They say stocks don't crash up, but it's been crashing up for about 3 months. And anybody selling calls in this kind of market, well, it was getting blown out. Look at the chart. The chart's telling you it's just going straight up. So you need that nice little this to kind of sell calls or whatever. So put spreads. I'm looking right here in this section right here. I'm just, is possibly you can do some good iron condors right in there, right in that little section. So that was from January 7th to January 31st. But if you had, longer than that, say a 45 day, boom, look at that, tested your call side right there. And you like making adjustments, you bring your put side up, bringing the put side up, then it looks good, then starting to test, So you just got to find out what works for you. I was saying, the crude oils, anything in crude, the oil industry didn't work for me. The refiners, there was once I was making, remember refiners were kicking ass. It didn't matter what you buy, MRO, Marathon, look at that drop. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, why I can't trade this thing. Look how the band, the Bollinger Band, so you got the volatility squeeze going on, and then boom, look at that breakout right there with big volume, right? Look at the volume, look at the breakout. That's basically a sign that says all in, all in. Let me see, can I bring that over here? Right? If you see that, you're like, oh man, stochastic's looking good. Volume is increasing in this area right here. And then what happens the next day? Boom. Okay, you're like, all right, yeah, boom, 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 boom. It just totally rejected this bar and all of this. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, it just took basically all of this, and it's still going down. So this is why I can't trade it. I just find it difficult. It just doesn't do what it's supposed to do. And right here, you got that increase, that big bar. It trended higher all day, increase in volume, volatility started to expand, and that was the moment to actually short it. It broke out. Boom, look, it broke out of the range. It totally broke out way back here from February 14th. And here it is, April 22nd, broke out, and then boom. And you see how this is another good example, bringing it back to Tesla. See how it broke out, and then probably people was getting on, right? And it came back in hard. I think that's what's going to happen with Tesla. I think it's going to just come right back down. Well, just reverse it. So Tesla broke down. I think it's going to go right back up. So the reverse of that. But we have to see. But yeah. So that sign, that buy sign, was the opportunity to sell. Right? TSLA. Oh, I got all these drawings on here. Where's my breakout in Tesla? My breakdown. Oh, I drew so right here, this may be the opportunity to buy. That just may be the opportunity to buy. I don't know though. It's still early to tell because it broke down. It'll probably come up to this line, and then you either short it some more or it blows through it. But that was, because things, when it breaks through, it generally tests and goes up. So break out, come back, retest, and then continue. Break down, come up, retest, and then continue down. So, but I still liked my whole thing when I did the video. Let's see what happens with that monthly close. I really think the monthlies are powerful charts to read. If you want to get rid of all this chop, when I'm getting ready to type like monthly. If you want to get rid of all this chop and stuff, look, follow monthlies on stocks. Really, that's the real trend of what's going on. Apple. Looking at this monthly, Apple's going higher. Just that simple. Just by see the quick glance, It's going higher. Look at the stochastic. Look at that. That's beautiful right there. I'm trying to. That's yeah. That is beautiful on the monthly. Why can't I draw me a box? Boom, there it is. That is beautiful on the monthly. When's the last time that happened? Well, let's go over here. It happened right there, right? And then look, that was the start of this huge trend. Right there, the last time that happened. Right? When's the last time this happened? Well, I'll tell you what, right here. Right? This one is even better, the one we're doing now, because it's really expanded. So this one right here is September 1st, September 1st, 2013. And then look at that. If you would have got in right there, you know, here's the trend line. Here's look at that. It was 100. You doubled your money over the next 2 years. So let's see what happened here. You got in right here, somewhere right there. 100%. You doubled your money. Let's see if you get in right here. It's kind of right here, not at the bottom. Right there, right there. And if you were to double your money, I can't even bring the chart. Hold on. Let's try it again. If you get in right here and you double your money, basically that means Apple's going to 259. And you see, that's a way to look at it. You know, look, it's like so, but it won't be that steep of a trend. It looks like it's going to be. But if you have that, you can see the angle. What is that about? Maybe 20% angles. Drawing lines all over. Boom. Kind of draw the same line, same angle. So it might be over here by the year 2020. And I'm going to tell you what's working for Apple. Should have said this when I was talking about Apple. The whole 5G thing. If that thing rolls out, it's finally a new where everybody needs to get a new iPhone. It doesn't matter what version you got, right? It's 5, 6, 7, boom. You got to get on the 5G. That's going to be a huge cycle. I forget what they call it for Apple. Apple, maybe that's what this is getting ready to trade on, but 5G, watch that. If 5G becomes what we all think it is, Apple is going to be the stock to buy. I guess Samsung, I don't even know how you could buy that. But everyone is going to have to buy a new iPhone, no matter what version they're on. Even if you got the $1,000, $1,200 iPhone X, you're going to have to get another one. I don't think that does 5G. So coming into that summertime pop in gas soon, yeah, yep. I had, I don't, look at me, I'm stuttering. I just don't know how gas does. It's all over the place. Losses are that humbling experience we all need. We all tend to get cocky when we get consistent. It's true. That is true. Losses are real, and they slap some sense into you real quick. When I think you start to lose big, probably from my past experience, probably take a break. Don't trade for a week or two. Just chill out, because you make money in trends and you lose, I think, in trends. You know, at least according to me. So you're either hot or you're not, basically. You know, and patience. You know, it's how I don't know. You have to find really what works for you. I really feel that you can't watch some guy on YouTube or read some course and be like that guy, because he might have a different tolerance. Remember, trading is about emotion, how much money you got in line. You know, so he might have a different tolerance than you. I don't think there's really, this is the script. Otherwise, we'll all be billionaires. You know, it's just, you have to, maybe you can take a piece from this guy, piece from this guy, piece from this guy, piece from this guy, and find your own. And that's what helped me get a little better. And like I said, I'm not saying I'm all that, but that's how I stop this. I listen to CNBC, but you can't listen to them. If you want to make money, fade everything they say. You can't listen to Yahoo News, or not, like finance or whatever's in the headline. Just keep it in mind, but you really can't trade off that stuff. So many people's got their own agendas, and and that's a big thing to learn, because if they all talking like you heard on the news, if you follow Double D, you might follow this while you're driving and see all you hearing is, oh, Tesla, this sucks, oh my gosh, and Elon Musk, but the stock is gonna might go higher. It's like it's always the opposite, and that's what to learn that. So you almost got to have your tune everything out. Trade on what you already know, what works for you. Like I was just talking, hey, look at this. Look at the pattern. It just shows boom, up, boom, right? Why wouldn't this thing give us another 100% now? It's been doing it since 2013, or maybe even back here 2011. Let me see this. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. 90. Oh, my face could be in the way. Let's go right here. Let's zoom into right here. There was no stochastic crossover though, but from right here, right to right there, it was like 82, 84%. It took like a half a year to, maybe about 3/4 of a year to do it. But look, 100%, all of these upturns, it's close to 100%. This could be the next one. I don't know. But that's what it's been doing. So that's, let's trade it. That's a better idea than any idea. But like I said, that whole 5G thing, that's like the iPhone coming out all over again, because this 5G is supposed to be even faster than what's going on in the house. This thing is supposed to be huge, so everybody's going to want that. Everybody's going to want that. Look at how Apple was going up, and look how the volume just decreasing. I'm just not noticing that. Right? The volume is just totally coming out. And remember, Warren Buffett got in at 180, 280. What is that? Yeah, where are we at? He got in at 180, 175, 180. So, he's in the game. It's probably a good sign. It's never bad to go with Warren Buffett. If you're going to go with anybody, for the long term, he's a long-term dude. That's a good guy to go with Warren Buffett. Anyway, all right, so it's 12:15. This is probably the longest video I put out. Thanks for watching, everyone. Double D, especially you've been participating. I like that. I like questions. And if y'all watching and you're kind of watching in the background, put it out there. Let's talk about it. That's why I'm calling it Let's Talk Stocks. I'm telling you what I do. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you like, and we can kind of look at it together, right? Just talk about it. Not that I'm giving you an expert opinion. I'm just giving you a dude's opinion. It's you can find those all over the place, like on Twitter or whatever. So, and that's what I kind of want it to be about. I'm just a dude. So, anyway, so there'll be another video today I'm gonna drop, and it'll be my P&L. I'm gonna put on my P&L out there, and I debated about it, but I'm gonna do it. So not balances, just P&L for the year. And yeah, that's it. So watch that video and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think of this video. Tell me what you think of that video. If you're still watching it, press the like button, share it. Tell your other people that's about stocks, and tell them to watch me to get up in here so we can talk stocks. Anyway, and it's just great. It's cool talking about companies, man. I love it. I really do. So, all right, I think I got all the questions. Losses are humbling. I don't know if my babe's still watching or not. All right, so that's it. So thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned. Next video will be coming out in an hour or so. Thanks for watching. This is Dre, and this is what did I used to say in the beginning? The Trading Talking Stocks Show. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.